This is like the second installment of our lesson for today. So now, example number 4 doesn't have other information except for a point. So it says here, determine the coordinates of the image points after translations. So the point, we're not looking at this as a whole graph, we're looking at it point by point. So this is on page 7. So determine the coordinates of an image points after translation. So the point is at 2, 5 that lies on a graph, y equals to f of x. What are the coordinates of its image, a prime, so a prime on the graph that's been transformed into y minus 5 equals to f of x minus 4. Go back. Let's see what's happening. What's the transformation in here? 5 up. So this is 5 up. And 4 left. Okay, because this is vertical, horizontal. 5 up, 4 left. So if that's the case, we're going to use the mapping in here. You started off with 2, 5. What would be the corresponding point after we moved it 5 up, 4 left? So it's going to be x minus 4, right? X minus 4, because you're moving it to the left. And then the other one would be whatever the y value is, plus 5. Is everybody okay with that? Okay, so 4 left. So if we take this point and we go 4 to the left, it becomes 2 minus 4 is negative 2. And then 5 is the y, plus 5 would be 10. So the new point is at negative 2, positive 10. Is that okay? Let's take a look at letter B. The point B is in this coordinate here, negative 1, 7. Lies on the graph y equals to f of x. We don't know what f of x is, but this point happens to be in that particular function. So what are the coordinates of its image, b prime, on the graph where y equals f of x minus 2 minus 6? So if we put the negative 6 to the other side, that becomes y plus 6 equals to f of x minus 2. So from here, what's the transformation?
Right to down.
Right 2 down 6, okay? So I'm going to rewrite it like this. How did that become plus again? Because remember, it's going to be always y minus k, y minus k. So the only way that becomes y minus k is if this is y minus 6. Yes? This is x minus 2. So that means it's going to be down 6, right 2. So what's the corresponding point? You started off at negative 1, 7. After you map it, it's going to be x plus 2, y minus 6. So that would be Negative 1 plus 2 would be 1.
Is that
And 7 and 6.
x minus 2? Or x plus 2?
It's x
Because of the double?
plus 2. No, because this is the plus. X plus 2, y minus 6. So that becomes, what's the y coordinate going to be?
1. I'm sorry,
7 minus 6, this 1. So it's going to be 1, 1. Okay? Is everybody okay with that? Yeah.
We have like the points, right? And we have like a y plus a of x now. So can we just substitute the point instead of doing
Instead of mapping like this? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I'm showing you different strategies, so yeah, certainly. And some strategies like this works for another person. The other person might be just going like this. Negative 1, 7. So I'm gonna go down 6, right 2, and then you're gonna get, oh, that's right here, 1, 1. Yeah, that's a possibility too. I want to expose you to different strategies. Okay. Let's do example 5. Example 5, determine the domain and the range after the translation. Okay, let's see here. Y equals to f of x, and then the domain is between negative 3 and 5. Negative 3 and 5. The range is from 4 to 10. What is the domain after it's been transformed? Well, what are the transformations? What's that? 8 to the left. Okay, I'm good. I like doing this. Okay, so kind of emphasize the y minus k. And then x minus negative 8. Okay, so yeah, what did you say? 8 left, okay. Left 8 and down 2. Okay. Left 8, okay. Let's start with the domain. The domain used to be from negative 3 to 5. Now, because everything is shifted to the left 8, what's the new domain? New domain. So that means every point got shifted to the left 8. So what would it be? Negative 11. And then the 5 moved to negative 3. Is everybody okay? I should put new domain. New domain is this. Okay? We don't know what the function looks like, but we know that the domain is between negative 3 and 5. Negative 3 and 5. And everything is shifted to the left. Okay. So everything is shifted to the left. What about the range? So the range used to be from 4 to 10. That's the old range. Now, but everything is now shifted down 2. So what would the new range be? Down 2, so you go 2 and down 2. So down 2 from here, down 2 from here is 8. So this is our new range. Now, let's see if we can make sense of that. Let's see if we can make sense of that, okay? I'm just going to make up a function. Just going to draw it out on a graph because we want to have a visual here. I want to make sure that we understand, everybody understands this, not just one person. So negative 3, 5. So negative 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our graph is between here and here, right? Along the x. And the range is from 4 to 10. 4. So really our graph is somewhere in this area here. This is your x, this is your y-axis. Somewhere in here. Right? I'm going to draw a graph. It's the simplest graph I could make that has a domain of negative 3 to positive 5, range of 4 to positive 10, right? That's our function. Now, what did we say? We shift down 2. So take this and move everything down 2, and then left 8. Ooh, do I have enough room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it used to be here. Now this line is now here. What's the domain? The domain is from negative 11 to negative 3. Yes, you see that? And then now it's from positive 2 to positive 8. Is that okay? This is where the domain and range is. Now it's right here. Good? Let's take a look at number 6. Oh. Yeah. Is that okay? 2. Good? Yep. Okay. So determine the equation. Now, here's an actual graph. Here's a real function. 1 over x. Translated 3 units left and 2 units up. What is the equation? So this is now an actual function. 3 units left and 2 units up. Okay. 2 units up. So that's going to give us minus 2. Okay, remember this is the actual function, not an f of x anymore. Okay, 2 units up and then 3 units to the left. So it's going to be 1 divided by x plus 3. So it's going to be x minus negative 3. Is that okay? So this is an actual function now. It's not f of x anymore. It's a 1 over x. That's a function. Okay, let's take a look at this one. 4 units to the right and 1 unit down. Okay. 1 unit down, so that's going to be 1 minus negative 1. And then 4 units to the right, it's going to be 1 over x minus 4 squared. So if we clean this up a bit, it would really look like this. Y plus 1 equals 1 over x minus 4 squared. Okay, I think this is where we're going to stop. And then we really need to work on some of these. This is an actual function now, square root of x. Translated 7 right, 3 up. Okay. If it's 3 up, it's going to be y minus positive 3. I'm going to put positive 3 there. We can clean it up later. And then the square root of 7 to the right. That would be x minus plus 7. So it's going to be y minus 3 equals to square root of x minus 7. Okay? Don't take this for granted. It's a baby step. I want to emphasize that this is a baby step. Go through every single steps, go through every single example, go through every single assignment questions, because later on, if you fast forward this, and that's a great thing about this, is you're going to have multiple transformations. You're going to have multiple transformations. Okay, and then the sooner that you're comfortable with one little step, the better for you. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to stop right here for now, and I'm going to assign some questions on the book. Did you bring your book? So let's take a look at page 169. Okay, so you're responsible for an assignment on page 169. Okay, here you can see my answers already here. You're going to do question number 4. Okay, you can do question number 5. Question number 6, question number 7, question number 8, question number 9, uh, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah,
You said 13
yeah, 13, yeah,
and 14? Or
14, yeah, 16, and then, mhm,
All that matters.
yeah.
So 4 to 16?
I think you can do them all
4 to 17.
up to 17. Yeah, question number 17. Okay. Get to your question for a sec. Okay, so this is plenty of time to get started. It's important to do practice. Important to do practice. Do not take things for granted. Don't take things for granted. Okay, because it's gonna catch up on you, and it's hard. It's hard. Sounds like a preaching, but that's just how it is. Like, we take baby steps. Okay, don't take it for granted. I want to remind you, we're done at 3:15. So don't rush off at around 3 o'clock, because we're not done at 3, we're done at 3:15. Okay? And there's a good reason for that. You do work with your classmate, or do work on your own if you want. I'll be walking around. If you want to see your test, I'm gonna end this YouTube video because it has nothing to do with our notes.